And the ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment.
Yes,
and the
name your
folks had
concern.
gathered round.
Wale.
There before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground.
Our way.
Oh,
Our
he
way.
might
How goes
have
it?
went on living, but he
Wale.
made one fatal slip when he tried to match the ranger with
Our
the
way.
big iron
Name
on
your
his
business.
hip, big iron on his hip. Big iron, big iron. When he tried
Wale.
to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip.
Blue moon, you saw me
Are
standing
you ready to die?
without a love of my own. Blue moon, you knew just what I was there for. You heard me say in a prayer for someone I really could care for. And then there suddenly appeared before me the only one my arms will hold. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I looked, the moon had
Hey.
turned to gold.
Get out my face.
Now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. And then there suddenly appeared before me
Alright, that's it. How far do I gotta go? It's just right here.
Welcome to our program. This is Mr. New Vegas. And now the news. Good Springs has fended off a mob of escaped convicts after organizing an impromptu militia.
Hello there. Welcome to the Crimson Caravan Company. How can I help you today? The name's Hostem. Don Hostem. Can I help you with something?
Remains dormant despite NCR's effort to reactivate the facility. The chief scientist at the plant vowed to fix the problem.
I already told you I'm Don Hostem.
Atmosphere of, quote, severe underappreciation.
Huh? Oh, right, yeah. I'll take that. You should go now, before you draw any attention.
Reminding us of those times when you absolutely have to kiss the person you love. Something's gotta give. Up next.
When an irresistible force such as you meets an old immovable object like me, you can bet just as sure as you live, something's gotta give, something's gotta give, something's gotta give. When an irrepressible smile such as yours warms an old implacable heart such as mine, don't say no,
Oh.
'cause I insist.
Okay.
So on guard.
Hello.
Who knows
I've been hearing a
what
lot of
the
good things
fates
about you.
have in
What's up?
store from their vast, mysterious sky.
Great. Here's your payment.
I'll try hard, ignoring those lips I adore. But how long?
Yeah, you
can
did good
anyone
finding it.
try?
Okay, if you want a little work, I think I can find you something.
Fight it with all of our might.
You up for something challenging? I've got a ship of Jet and Psycho that needs to be delivered to Motor Runner at Vault 3.
Spangled night,
Don't get cocky. The fiends are twitching.
as
Here's the
sure as we
package.
live, something's gotta
Helpful?
give, something's gotta
What,
give,
like bathtub
something's
stim
gotta
packs?
give.
What's the point of that? That's touching, but it would take away from our bottom line.
Mr. New Vegas here. You're all so great, and we're gonna keep you listening all day. I've got news for you. A package courier found shot in the head near Good Springs has reportedly regained consciousness and made a full recovery. Now that's a delivery service you can count on. Also, several unidentified aircraft were spotted flying over the RepCon test site by a local crackpot. He spoke to a toy bear near one of our microphones.
It's ghouls, I tell you. Religious ghouls in rockets looking for a land to call their own. Don't you laugh at me. I know a spell that'll make you show your true form. Cave Rat taught it to me.
That's all for now. This is Mr. New Vegas saying, I'm just no good without you. More classics coming right up for you, so stay tuned.
Yippee-yay, there'll be no wedding bells for today. 'Cause I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle. Jingle, jangle. As I go riding merrily along. Jingle, jangle. And they sing, oh, ain't you glad you're single? Jingle, jangle. And that song ain't so very far from wrong. Oh, Lily Bell, oh, Lily Bell, though I may have done some good, this is why I never left.
Submit to a credit check or present your passport before proceeding to the gate. Trespassers will be shot.
Go riding merrily along. They sing, oh, ain't you glad you're single?
Admission to the Strip requires an official passport or proof that you are carrying the required minimum balance. These policies prevent less reputable persons from entering and ensure a good time will be had by all who enter the Strip.
Things have been a lot better since you helped with those soldier boys. Thanks again. So, what can I do for you? All right. I'll see you later.
Wow.
Laser.
As though there were no tomorrow.
There's plasma, pistols, grenades. We've got it
Out of this world tonight.
all at the Silver Rush.
Take me, make me forget my sorrow. So when I wake tomorrow, I'll know our love was right. Kiss me as though it were now or never.
Late.
Teach me all that a heart should know.
Lasers, plasma, pistols, grenades. We've got it all at the Silver Rush.
tomorrow. Oh, my darling, love me. Don't ever let me go. Love me as though there were no
Hello.
tomorrow. Oh, my darling, love me. Don't ever let me go.
Is it time? Fine by me.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. New Vegas here. You're all so great, and we're gonna keep you listening all day. Whoops, better put on my newsman fedora here. Merchants are saying that there's been little contact between traders from Nipton in recent days, causing concerns that the isolated town may be in trouble. Moving on. Scavengers report hulking individuals moving around Hidden Valley after dusk, but have been unable to identify them due to low visibility. Promotional consideration for this news program has been paid for by the Ultralux. The Ultralux. Live life in the lap of luxury. In New Vegas, we know the pain that numbers can bring us. Well, so does Guy Mitchell, who's got heartaches by the number.
Welcome.
But the day that I stopped counting, that's the day my world will end. Heartache number one was when you left me. I never knew I could.
Come on.
And heartache number two.
Submit to a credit.
You came back but never meant to stay. Yes, I've got heartache by every day you love me less, each day I love you more. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number of love that I can't pay. But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end. Heartache number three was when you called me and said
Another NCR.
with hopeful heart I waited for you not long ago. I waited, but you must have lost your
Welcome to the Silver Rush, New Vegas's best. I'm just kidding.
every day you love me less.
Hey, chum. Welcome back.
Yes, I've got heartaches by the number of love that I can't.
We've got the basics covered, but now you mentioned it, we've had unusual requests from some of our wealthier customers. If you can recruit escorts to match these customers' proclivities, I'd be willing to pay you finder's fees. Our wealthiest client has a thing for ghouls, a thing for cowboys. He wants an escort who can satisfy both fetishes. Plenty of customers have said they'd be willing to pay extra for a suave talker. Someone who can fake the boyfriend experience real good. And then there's these disgusting robot fetishists you may have heard about. Well, those creeps want a sex bot. If you ever run across a sex bot, not that I'd ever want one within 100 feet of me, but I gotta be a businessman about it. Just don't rough up the merchandise before delivery. You break it, you bought it. Okay, you got yourself a deal. Find escorts to fill the positions, and I'll pay double. Just direct them to the Wrangler. I'll pay you when they show up. Really now, this is news. Could possibly supply what they need. They would need to supply us in kind. They have the tech know-how to make our stills work more efficiently. Pure alcohol means we can get our customers drunk quicker. Getting our customers drunk quicker means more caps spent at the tables and stuffing slots, if you know what I mean. Plus, the extra alcohol can serve as surgical disinfectant for their needs. The followers are a good lot. They've stitched up our boys in the past. Good. We can supply them with all the med-X they need. For the fixer, we'll only be able to send over some basic drug components. We're not in the business of getting people off drugs, so we don't really dabble in that side of things. The followers should be able to whip some up with what we have available, though. They just need to agree to fix up our stills and keep them maintained, plus cover the cost for raw materials needed to make the alcohol. Sure, take a look. The best place to start would be with Ralph, at Mick and Ralph's over on the east end of Freeside. Other than that, your guess is as good as mine. Hey.
The women of New Vegas ask me a lot if there's a Mrs.
If you're looking for guns, talk to Mick. Otherwise, I've got a nice selection of general supplies.
And you're still as perfect as the day we met. All the latest news.
One of his boys stopped in and said you had won the king's favor. You've done right by this town and deserve a pass. Here you go.
Redeployment in the near future. One
See ya.
soldier said it was part of a new strategy. In other news, tensions are brewing in Freeside.
Hey, you're the one who's been going around helping people around here, right? The king says to keep...
They're seeking refuge there. The leader of the kings, who would only identify himself as the king, voiced his displeasure, calling NCR citizens, quote, the devil.
Submit to a credit check. Thank you, madam. You may proceed.
Quote, return to sender. You know they say that no news is good news, but I think my program would be awfully dull if that were the case. More classics coming right up for you, so stay tuned.
Keep moving. Howdy, partner. You've come for a piece, haven't you? Welcome to New Vegas. Consider me your personal welcome Now hear this. The head honcho of New Vegas, Mr. House, is itching to make your acquaintance. Just head for the Lucky 38. It's the big old tower shaped like a roulette spinner. Yeehaw, partner! That's the spirit. He'll be waiting for you.
Those last 5 shots were a bad.
Going to have words with your commanding officer after this.
Why do they call it a
I don't trust those
monorail?
creeps at the Ultralights.
A train.
Have a Monday.
A train.
They'll let you sweat it off.
When you say I
Beats being on patrol.
Look
Come
alive,
on,
guys.
come on.
You're on NCR
Looking to lose
time.
a few caps, huh? Just a place.
Swear the monorail was.
Hey there, friend. A bit of advice. You look like you could use some protection. Lucky for you, I got what you need. My stock and trade? All kinds of easy-to-hide weapons for slipping into and out of casinos. They won't give you a second glance. Things guards can't spot when they're patting you down or checking for eye on the trigger. You might. One fella I knew was able to slip a pistol past the guards. You? I'm guessing you could get a machine gun by them. Simple. You can't bring guns into the casino, that's why. They'll strip you to your fists. Sure, they say you get it all back when you leave. Me? I don't like being without a little insurance when it's my caps on the table. Take a look at these beauties.
Just ahead.
So fucked up I can't feel my legs.
Don't give us any trouble now.
We need to stop and pee soon.
It's hard to sleep in this place.
Hey, baby doll. Welcome to the Tops Hotel and Casino. I'm gonna have to ask you to hand over any weapons you might be carrying. Security, baby. Can't make the bread if the bakers are full of lead. You dig it? Don't worry, your safest house is in here. Courtesy of Mr. House. Smooth and easy, just the way I like it. Don't worry, they'll be as safe as kittens till you're ready to leave. Oh, and a friendly word of advice. If you happen to stumble across any weapons during your stay here, well, just don't wear them open. You dig? Now that we got that little business out of the way, what can I do to make your Tops experience the tops? Relax, baby, the safest houses. We'll keep them locked up in the bank upstairs right next to the money. It's serious protection. Everything your little heart desires, that's what. You like gambling? Boom. Either one of the main hallways has cards, slots, you name it. Hungry? Thirsty? The restaurant just off the left-hand hallway has the best food and booze in Vegas. Or maybe you'd rather take in a show.
The Aces Theater upstairs always has hot acts raring to go. Check it out.
Have a good time, baby.
Well,
What in the goddamn? Let's keep this in the groove, hey? Smooth moves like smooth little babies. You making a pass at me, sister? Because I'm out of your league. Did those bullets scramble your egg? Or have you always been a naughty broad? You're one sick pussycat, baby. There's Quinn's, and then there's... I don't even know what to call you. I hear dig from you, babe, and all I can think of is a shovel. How can this be? This ain't forgiveness. It's something wrong. All right, honey, baby. This is all kinds of wrong, but to my sweet it is. 13th floor. Don't keep me waiting.
Howdy, folks. It's Mr. New Vegas, and I have a good feeling about all of you listening. Here are our top stories. The Black Mountain Radio signal is back after a long absence. Listeners say that new programming is, quote, less for outcasts, more for weirdos. Also, patrons of the Ultralux are questioning whether its pricey restaurant, the Gourmand, is overstating the fullness of its wait list. Those who claim to have dined at the restaurant find the food appealing, but say many tables remain empty. Those were our top stories. Got a song for you now. It's about a guy who's cold on the exterior, but deep down, you know, he's a good man. And his name is Johnny Guitar.
Play the guitar, play it again, my Johnny. Maybe you're cold, but you're so warm inside. I was always a fool for my Johnny, for the one they call Johnny Guitar. Play it again.
Benny's gonna show you the tops. I hope you're built sturdy, you crazy broad.
What if you go? What if you stay? I love you.
The time for talk is past, honey baby.
What if you're cruel?
These mouths of ours have appointments to be elsewhere.
You can be kind.
You tramp. Like I needed another social disease anyhow.
There was never a man like my Johnny. Like the one.
folks, it's Mr. New Vegas, and I have a good feeling about all of you listening. Well, you know what that means, folks. Time for some news. Rumors persist about a super mutant refuge nestled high in the ski lodge to the northwest. If you should find it, do not, repeat, do not belittle a super mutant for taking the bunny slope. One more story for you. The Black Mountain radio signal is back after a long absence. Listeners say the new programming is, quote, less for outcasts, more for weirdos. That's the news. This is Mr. New Vegas filling in for Mr. New Vegas. More classics coming right up for you.
Hi there! Good to meet you. What can I do for you today? Good question. My function is to monitor Mr. House's data network and decode his encrypted transmissions. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm a PDQ-88B Securitron, but you can call me Yes Man. It's what Benny always called me, probably because I'm programmed to be so helpful. Sure, Benny had me look at it a bunch of times. It's a data storage device, kind of like a holotape, but a lot more advanced. As for what's on it, well, some of Mr. House's data transmissions made it sound like the chip could upgrade his defenses somehow. That's just a guess, though. The chip's a proprietary format. You need special hardware to read the data on it. There are 2 locations with non-standard hardware on the network. The Lucky 38 and an underground facility at Fortification Hill. I'd look there. Oh, he wanted to kill Mr. House and use the Platinum chip to copy my neurocomputational matrix onto the Lucky 38's mainframe. That would give me control over all of Mr. House's defenses, most prominently his Securitrons. And then I guess I just do as I'm told. I was programmed to be helpful and answer any questions I was asked. I guess nobody bothered to restrict who I answer questions for. That was probably pretty dumb, huh? Then I'd have to help you. I mean, it seems pretty obvious Benny wouldn't have wanted me to. But hey, not my fault I can't say no. Again, goal number 1 is to eliminate Mr. House and install my neurocomputational matrix on the Lucky 38's mainframe. Given how you're a new arrival, I also recommend that you get to know some of the region's tribes, so you can decide how you feel about them. By the time you finished up all of that, the Legion should be close to attacking Hoover Dam, and we'll execute the last phase of the plan. It makes me feel really dumb to admit this, but I don't actually know. I've never been inside the Lucky 38. No one has. Mr. House is in there, though. It's the central node of his entire network. Wow. Do you have any idea how special that is? Red carpet treatment. Seems a little mean to use his invitation against him like that, but I'm sure it's all for the best. I mean, Benny was always scheming about how he was going to get into the Lucky 38, but you already took care of that. Wow. The other thing you're going to need is the Platinum chip. You know, the one Benny killed a courier for over near Good Springs. I knew she was carrying the Platinum chip, and I knew right where Benny should wait for her. That's why Benny put me here, to monitor Mr. House's data transmissions. They're all encrypted, of course, but I'm quite a decryptor. Did you know that Mr. House spent 812,545 pounds hiring salvage teams to find the Platinum chip? Just in the last year alone? Of course you didn't. Or that there were 7 couriers, but 6 of them were carrying junk. How about their exact routes and the mercenary teams that screened them? I knew all that. Pretty smart, huh? it's not true, because you still have a head. That's not funny, you getting shot in the head. I really shouldn't have taken so much pride in how I set that up, huh? I feel really bad right now. Of course you do. Sorry about that. And it's wonderful that you do. The Platinum Chip is the key to overriding and exploiting Mr. House's defenses. Did I just say exploiting? That's not a very nice word. Sorry if that was getting boring. Right! It's one of 2 locations on Mr. House's network with My guess is it has a reader that can decode the chip. See you around!
You dig this crazy scene or what?
The eyes of the mighty Kaiser are upon you. He admires your accomplishments and bestows upon you the exceptional gift of his mark. Any crimes you may have perpetrated against the Legion are hereby forgiven. Kaiser will not extend this mercy a second time. My lord requires your presence at his camp at Fortification Hill. His mark will guarantee your safe conduct through our lands. Go to him, and you will understand. Seek Kaiser by way of Cottonwood Cove, south of Nelson. The Corsair of Cove will be waiting.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our program. This is Mr. New Vegas, and each and every one of you is wonderful in your own special way.
Morning.
I've got news for you. Word out of Camp Golf is that many NCR Rangers can expect redeployment in the near future. One anonymous soldier said it was part of a new strategy. Moving on. Traders from California are being turned away from Mojave Outpost where the NCR is concerned about dangers along Nipton Highway and I-15.
That guy Benny was a piece of work.
All right.
This next song goes out from me to you.
When an irresistible force such as you meets an old immovable object like me, you can bet just as sure as you live, something's gotta give, something's gotta give, something's gotta give. When an irrepressible smile such as yours warms an old implacable heart such as mine.
Our way. True to Kaiser. Our way. Are you ready to head upriver? The trip will take a few hours. Take your place on the boat.
So on guard
By order of Caesar, all visitors must disarm and relinquish all banned items. This order also extends to the platinum chip you carry. For now.
I'll try hard, ignoring those lips I adore. But how long can anyone try? Fight,
Alcohol and all chems, including stims. I know not why Caesar would wish to speak with such a physically inferior whelp, but I will allow this one exception. You may bear Caesar's mark, but do not attempt to share any of your medicine with anyone in the fort. Your belongings will be returned to you when you leave. So you're the visitor I've heard some of the legionaries talking about. If you're in the mood to trade, just say the word. Have a look.
Suddenly appeared before me, the only one my arms will hold. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I looked, the moon had turned to gold. Blue moon, now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own.
Another satisfied customer.
Excuse me.
The camps are getting crowded.
True to Caesar.
What are you doing? I can't wait until they let me fight.
You're slowing down. Pick it up.
Without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue moon, now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own.
Be sure it's true when you say I love. It's a sin to have millions of hearts have been broken.
The mechanical dog you have with you. Where did you get it?
Just because these words were spoken.
Oh? Such things are common in Denver, but I didn't know that other cities had them as well. I ask because Caesar once had a similar pet, but it was lost during a battle. Yeah?
So be sure it's true.
We breed them mostly,
When you say
but sometimes we get some good ones from Denver. That whole city is overrun with them. Been doing it since I was a boy. The mongrels know to listen up when I start talking to them.
When you say I love you, honey.
Lupa. Yes, she's the mother of a lot of our best dogs. She's getting old, but she's still a tough old bitch. Aren't you, girl? Yeah. Cyberdog? Like the ones I've seen up in Denver? I know what you're talking about. And it would make Lupa immortal, in a way.
I love you. Yes,
You give Lupa a worthy death in the arena, and her brain is yours. Don't let your guard down just because she's old, though. Oh, and standard arena rules still apply. You don't get to wear armor, and you get only a machete for a weapon.
When you say I
Take all the time you need. Otherwise, Lupa...
The women of Nevada
What?
ask me a lot if there's a Mrs. New.
You sure? Last chance to back out. All right. You've been a good dog, Lupa. Die well, girl.
Caesar's Legion continues to fortify its position in Nelson, where it remains a constant concern for Camp Forlorn Hope and the nearby town of Nomad. Moving on. The influx of displaced residents to the refugee camp at Bitter Springs has caused a strain on rations there. NCR officials are asking for donations. The preceding segment was sponsored by the Silver Rush. Silver Rush. Feel the rush of a warm laser in your hand. More classics coming right up for you, so stay tuned. This is Radio New Vegas, and I'm your host, Mr.
What?
New Vegas. And in case you're wondering if you've come to the right
You
place,
sure? Last chance to back out.
like news, you're gonna love
All-
our next segment. NCR officials at Camp McCarran were relieved when technical difficulties with its monorail line to the New Vegas Strip proved easy to fix. One anonymous official told us a serious mechanical failure would have been a disaster because of the age of the train and the scarcity of the replacement parts. Also, unconfirmed reports say NCR's General Lee Oliver may have uprooted from his post at Camp McCarran in order to be present at Hoover Dam. NCR sources say that holding the dam against Caesar's Legion has become their main strategic priority, and this move would not be unexpected. That's the news. This is Mr. New Vegas filling in for Mr. New Vegas. You know, sometimes the journey beats the destination, and especially if your spurs go jingle, jangle, jingle, and you meet some nice gals along the way.
That jingle, jangle, jingle, jingle, jangle, as I go riding merrily along. And they sing, oh,
Got a problem. Could use your help. Been having trouble with NCR mercs harassing the town, and they just showed up again. Killing our bighorners, shooting at the lodge, that sort of thing. It's getting it hard to keep people from retaliating. Guess I can't say for sure if they're NCR. Whoever they are, they want us dead or gone. Not looking to fight. That'll give NCR an excuse to come up here and wipe us out. You're human. They might be willing to listen to what you have to say. Maybe. I'm not asking you to kill them. Just talk them into leaving. Hell, pay them off if you have to. Thanks.
Can't wait to get the rest of our pay for this job. Wasteland is better off without him.
Our business is with the muties, not you. I've always known when to fight and when to back down, and it seems to me I ought to back down this time. My men and I are leaving. You won't see us around here again.
I got spurs that jingle. I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle. Riding merrily as I go riding merrily along. Oh, ain't you glad and they sing, oh, ain't you glad and that song ain't so very far from wrong.
Something on your mind? Good. Glad you didn't kill them. Letting them walk away proves we're not bloodthirsty mutants. If NCR or anybody else is looking for an excuse to attack Jacobstown, they're not going to get it from us.
I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle. Riding merrily as I go riding merrily along. Oh, ain't you glad and they sing, oh, ain't you glad and that song ain't so very far from wrong.
You're listening to Radio New Vegas, your little jukebox in the Mojave Wasteland. I am Mr. New Vegas, and I'm here for you. Well, you know what that means, folks. Time for some news. A package courier found shot in the head near Good Springs has reportedly regained consciousness.
Is there something else I can do for you?
Now, that's a delivery service you can count on. One more story for you. Tensions are brewing in Freeside between the ruling gang known as the Kings and the large number of NCR squatters seeking refuge there. The leader of the Kings, who would only identify himself as the King, voiced his displeasure, calling NCR citizens, quote, the devil in disguise. He added he didn't want to see the NCR in the
Very well. Show me what you brought so that I can analyze its potential.
Well, that's all I have for you. This is Mr. New.
All right, let's see here. Neural pathways look good. Definitely a breed of guard dog. If I transplant this brain into Rex, he'll be a bit more ferocious in his attacks. Let's take a look. Exceptional synapse responses. Descended from some type of cattle dog, I imagine. If you want me to transplant this brain into Rex, he'll become more durable. All right, let's see here. Neural pathways look good. Definitely a breed of guard dog. If I transplant this brain into Rex, he'll be... Let's take a look. Exceptional synapse responses. Descended from some type of cattle dog, I imagine. If you want me to transplant this brain into Rex, he'll become more durable. Let's see. If I transplant this brain into Rex, he'll be a bit more ferocious in his attacks.
Sleep, go to sleep. Just lay down your weary head.
Big brain on this one. All right, let's see. Damn, Heavy amounts of the chemical. Transplanting this brain will make Rex faster than he was before.
Sleep, go to sleep, whispering a lullaby tune. Dream, sweetly dream, swinging with the man in the moon. Why don't you go and take it slow? And don't you know all your lovely dreams will come true? So just close your eyes, listen to a sweet lullaby. Sleep softly, sleep, and let the world go by.
All right, let's see here. Neuropathy. If I transplant this brain into Rex, he'll be a bit more ferocious in his attacks. Let's take a look. Exceptional synapse responses. Descended from some type of cattle dog, I imagine. If you want me to transplant this brain into Rex, he'll become more durable. Have a seat. This will take a while.
Welcome back to the program. This is Mr. New Vegas, and I hope I'm not coming on too strong. We've got some news for you coming right up. Citizens of Outer Vegas are flocking to the Strip in droves amid a wave of terror caused by a band of raiders known as the Fiends. Those who can afford passports are saying the added security is well worth the price of admission. One more story for you. The influx of displaced residents to the refugee camp at Bitter Springs has caused a strain on rations there. NCR officials are asking for donations. This program was brought to you by Gamora. Gamora. It'll be our secret. You know, sometimes the journey beats the destination. And especially if your spurs go jingle, jangle, jingle, and you meet some nice gals along the way.
Yippee-yay, there'll be no wedding bells for today. 'Cause I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle. Jingle, jangle. As I go riding merrily along. Jingle, jangle. And they sing, oh, ain't you glad you're single? Jingle, jangle. And that song ain't so very far from wrong.
again. I don't suppose you've decided to help Prim find its next sheriff?
As I go riding merrily along.
Oh, no. I'm just a deputy, and I can't be a deputy without a sheriff. It's called chain of command. It should be someone brave like you, but more of a homebody. Someone who'll settle down and watch over us. I heard the powder gangers talking about someone in the prison named Myers who has some experience as a sheriff. He may be a good choice. Also, with the NCR so close by, you may be able to get them to take over the town. Not sure why they haven't helped out already. You will? That's just marvelous. I'll start thinking up questions for the interview. The sheriff that was incarcerated up at NCRCF may be a good choice. You also may be able to convince that NCR guy across the road to take the town under his wing, although martial law doesn't sound so fun.
Oh, I got spurs that jingle jangle.
I got spurs that jingle jangle jingle.
Riding merrily
As I go riding merrily along.
Oh, ain't you glad
And they
to
sing,
jingle?
oh, ain't you glad
And
to
that
jingle?
song ain't so very far
And that
from
song
wrong.
ain't so very far from wrong.
Oh, Lily Bell, oh, Lily Bell, though I may have done some fooling, this is why I never ride. 'Cause I got spurs that jingle jangle.
I got spurs
Yeah.
that jingle
As
jangle
I
jingle.
go riding merrily.
We know Prim is a great strategic point, and we aren't blind to the needs of the town, but we're barely holding our own against the powder gangers. We don't have the guns or the personnel needed to carry out our mission, much less take on defending this town as well.
So very far from wrong.
And what we need more than anything is bodies. If we had just one more squad, we could easily install a sheriff and still handle our primary objective of protecting the interstate south of here. If you'd like to see the NCR include protection of Prim and its duties, then you'll have to get some more troops up here. Knight at Mojave Outpost may be able to help. Have you gotten us any additional support yet?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. New Vegas. Thank you very, very much for listening. We've got some news for you coming right up. Scavengers report hulking individuals moving around Hidden Valley after dusk, but have been unable to identify them due to low visibility. One more story for you. Unconfirmed reports say NCR's General Lee Oliver
go
may
quiet.
have uprooted from
Legion
his
can
post
count on
at
that.
Camp McCarran.
Caravan, citizen, pilgrim, or...
NCR sources say that holding the dam against Caesar's Legion has become their main strategic
Reinforcements. About time we got some more hands around here. Just need something for the logbook, keeping tabs on traffic throughout the outpost. Although mostly just in, not out these days. If you're looking for the commanding officer, he's in the back. Although, he's got a lot on his plate, so if you speak with him, keep it short. Also, if you need any gear checked, we can get you up and running again. Once you fill out the work orders and sign for the parts, of course. Prim? Hayes units is stationed up there. We're having problems with some of the NCRCF convicts. What can I help you with? It has. It was a promising trade town before the escape at the correctional facility. Lost a good bit of money at the Vicky and Vance. Help? Oh, well, you could speak to Ranger Jackson. He might have something for you. He sort of runs things around here. Mostly ends up sending reports back west that aren't filled with the best news.
Hey.
Back again? Me? That ain't so bad. Caesar's Legion to NCR border guard duty mostly. It's our... Ma'am?
said, quote, ain't that a hole in a boat? My head keeps spinning. I go to sleep and keep grinning. If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful. She's telling me we'll be wed. She's picked out a king-size bed. I couldn't feel any better, or I'd be sick.
Looks like we got a new visitor in the old Brahmin pen. Not many people coming here in a hurry. Only passing through. And if you're passing through, you picked a bad time. Road north has gone to hell. And if I let a caravan through, they won't make it. Well, about time we got a soldier, and not a recruit. You look like you've seen some action. I need to get the caravans moving again. That means clearing a path north. There's too much crawling the asphalt up the road to allow it. Thanks, I appreciate it. Come back here when you're done. I might accidentally lose some supplies to pay it with.
Hello?
Take me, make me forget my sorrow. So when I wake tomorrow, I'll know our love was right. As though it were now or never. All that a heart should know. Love me as though there were no tomorrow. Oh, my darling. Love me as though there were no tomorrow. Oh, my darling, love me. Don't ever let me go. To the town of our free rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had
You've seen them too.
on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the
Is it
wind
time?
from each lip, and
I'm
he
ready when you are.
some business with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. In this town
If it worked for the
there
water
lived an
caravan.
outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried
Nope.
to take him, and that many men were dead.
Eat this!
And the notches on his pistol numbered 1. Now the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks
wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't worry, men that tried but he was dead. 20 men had to take him, 20 made a slip, 21 would be the same, so they big iron on his head. The morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked down the street. They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death, about to meet his death. There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play. And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today. Texas red and not clear leather for a
Even.
belly rip. And the ranger's
Appreciate the help. Wish I had more work for you, but nothing else on the radar at the moment. No, I mentioned you might accidentally get supplied. I meant it. Not allowed to contract mercenaries at the outpost. Still, a requisition form or two can get lost, and they're not gonna come check. So here you go, just between us. Appreciate the help. Wish I had more work for you, but nothing else on... Take care.
Big iron on his head. Big iron, big iron. When he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his head.
We won't go quiet. The Legion can count on it.
Been doing a lot of... I suppose you could talk to Ghost up on top of the barracks. Ring...
On that.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to me, Mr. New Vegas, and you look extraordinarily beautiful right now. All the latest news.
You a courier? If so, this might be your lucky day. If you don't mind walking a bit. And your eyes are good. Maybe Jackson got some additional soldiers after all. Didn't take you for a trooper at first. You seem a little livelier than most. All right, if you're here to assist, good. That's what I want to hear. I think there's trouble in Nipton. No traffic from there on the roads. And while I can explain that away, the smoke from the town I can't. I'm sure it's been hit. What I need to know is if they survived it. Might be powder gangers with all that smoke in the air. If there's anybody left, they'd be in the Nipton Town Hall. Go there. Check it out. Let me know what you find. Legion this far west? You're fucking kidding me. That's not outside the border. They're moving in, and fast. Nipton wasn't the most friendly town, but... Alright, thanks for checking on that. Wish it set my mind at ease. Now I'm more on edge than ever. In Nipton? Hell no. Town was a shithole, asking to be burned. Just not by Legion. Nobody deserves that. Well, thanks for hoofing it there and back, even if it was bad news. Wish we could spare the troops to go hunting, but orders are to stay put. Fucking Mojave's going to hell, and all I can do is sit here and watch. Thanks for the assist. Wish others around here had your drive.
But you're so warm
Wish I had a first recon guy that
Been doing a lot of good work out there. More than you already have? Might want to ask around, but truth is, you've already helped out a lot in the short time you've been here.
When I got this
Appreciate the help. Wish...
assignment, I was hoping there'd be more gambling.
Hello?
What if you stay? I love you. What if you're cruel? You can be kind. I know. There was never a man like my Johnny.
like the one they call Johnny Guitar.
Well, been doing a lot of... Me?
Like the one they call Johnny Guitar. Play it again, Johnny Guitar.
Hey, it's Mr. New Vegas letting you know I've got a new Christmas compilation coming out soon. Nuclear Winter Wonderland.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
It's just
Yeah?
about time to get you some news.
Ma'am?
Scavengers report hulking individuals moving around Hidden Valley after dusk, but have been unable to identify them due to low visibility. One more story for you. Patrons of the Ultralux are questioning whether its pricey restaurant, the Gourmand, is overstating the fullness of its wait list. Those who claim to have dined at the restaurant find the food appealing, but say many tables remain empty. Boy, the Mojave Wasteland is just a fascinating place, isn't it? You never know what's gonna happen next. Ladies and gentlemen, this next song goes out from me to you.
To the town of our Free rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say.
You ready to die?
You like the sight of your own blood?
Can't run from me. Can't run from me.
Sight of your own blood?
He came right from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip, and he and the notches on his pistol numbered 1 in 19 more. 1 in 19 more. Now the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around. Was an Arizona Ranger, wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive or maybe dead, and he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red. After Texas Red.
What the fuck are you doing here? You got some kind of fucking death wish, asshole? If you're fucking carrying, just fucking say so. Yeah, deliver to the boss. Business as usual. Motor runners down in the maintenance wing. Straight through the door behind me, down the hall, down the stairs to the right. We have a con coming through to see the boss. Don't shoot at him.
The morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death.
I wasn't expecting a resupply so soon. So you have anything from Red Rock Canyon to sell me? I guess it isn't a secret. Yeah, the residents of the vault are all dead. We killed them. Funny thing is, they just let us in. We didn't have to force the doors or anything. We needed someplace to put down roots. I was having trouble keeping my people out of West Side. I try to keep my people out of West Side. Apart from trying to stay on good terms with the cons to do business there. There's mean son of a bitch. That fucking mutant is more trouble to kill than to avoid. Having some place for my people to sleep reduces the chances of drifting into West Side. About goddamn time. Tell the cons they can't keep a steady supply. We'll find someone who can.
God damn, I need a fix.
Share whiskey with me sometime?
Hey, seems like you've been making a lot of friends around here. And you didn't even get skinned alive. I'm impressed. Here's your payment. Not right at the moment. Bye.
How's my most favoritist friend? Right on. Take it easy, kitty cat. Hello again. I'm retired, but life has been a bit dull without some kind of action. What's the job? Ah, I get you. So you think because of my past escort work, I'd be interested in that kind of thing. I got out of that work because it just made me feel empty inside. What makes you think I would ever go back to that degradation? I never put much thought into the well-being my clients got out of my services. I suppose they only get as much as I put into it. Tell Garrett I'd be happy to start at the Wrangler immediately. This should be a nice change of pace from retirement.
Bye.
You want someone dead? Really dead? Stop by the Silver Rut.
Time for some news. The Black Mountain radio signal is back after a long absence. Listeners say that new programming
And we'll give you the means.
less for outcasts,
Hungry?
more for
Thirsty?
weirdos.
Horny?
Moving on. The Helios 1 solar power plant remains dormant.
If it can be
despite
bought, it can be
NCR's effort
founded.
to
Make it or else.
reactivate the facility. The chief scientist at the plant vowed to fix the problem, blaming it on an atmosphere of, quote, severe underappreciation. We'll have more news for you at the top of the hour. Ladies and gentlemen, this next song goes out from me to you.
Howdy. I've been around a while. Currently working for the Followers as a gun for hire, but it's getting rather dull. Aside from protecting them from the occasional thug looking to intercept supply shipments, there isn't much to do around here. The one researcher I liked who I could chat up about liquor got transferred, and the rest of the docs are pretty uptight about my kind of fun. I joined up looking for a decent paying job. Granted, the pay's all right, but they won't let me kick back and slog a brew at the end of the day. They're worried the filthy drunkies in detox seeing me drink will cause an immediate relapse. I say their rehab effort here is just a revolving door. I've been around long enough to observe the patterns of human behavior. Physical and mental anguish are especially exciting to explore. Hey, who doesn't enjoy a little pinch and squeal every once in a while? They already have that pig McCaffrey working for them. Do they need another guard? I've escorted my share of idiot tourists around Freeside. Too much trouble for what it pays. I'm all boot, knives, and leather, friend. And a ghoul besides. What kind of weirdo wants what I've got? Weirdos into bullwhips and necrosis, huh? Doesn't sound half bad. What am I thinking? I'm no whore. And I ain't about to hand my ass over to some penny ante hustler like he owns me. They do have a damn good selection of hooch over at the Wrangler. If I get to choose my customers, if I get to be a little rough with them, if my cut is fair, and if I get that discount, that just might work. Tell the Garretts I'll stop by to work out terms.
Morning.
Company.
Lasers, plasma, pistols, grenades. We've got it all at the Silver.
spotted.